This is step 5, configuring basic services. First thing we want to do is go ahead and enable TLS services for the cluster. We're going to go back to our defined new cluster and add some services. We're going to add the Yarn Queue Manager. Then we're going to go into Yarn and we're going to configure the queue manager for Yarn. Go back to the cluster, we'll go add another service. We're going to add Knox. Select HDFS and Zookeeper as dependencies. I'm going to put Knox on the S5 server. Let's put it on the S3 server. Set a master password. And let's add our governance components, starting with Solar. Since the HDFS services are not running, these services will install, but they will fail on the install, and we're going to disregard those failures for now. We're going to add the Atlas service. Again, I expect the Atlas service to fail on install. This is expected since none of the core services are running yet. And we'll add Ranger finally for our governance components. And point to our existing Ranger database that we were using under the Ambari managed cluster. The service successfully found the old database. And let's go ahead and set some of the passwords. This is a good time to go through all of the services and validate the safety valves that have been brought over. Sometimes those safety valve values may not be relevant anymore, so review each component and remove safety valve entries that are not necessary. Now that we've checked all of our safety valves, go through and just look for any errors in configuration and address those. Many of these warnings here will be in port differences, default port differences between Ambari and Cloudera Manager. It'll be up to you whether you want to make those changes or not.